Good morning, fellow quarantine captors. It is Matty Shaw here with you for another edition of your Park Royal Quarantine Quiz. Hope you've had a fantastic morning so far. Enjoyed our lovely breakfast that we got this morning. This is going to be another great round of quizzing for you. We've got 3 rounds of 10 questions coming up for you. You're going to get your answers at the end of every round, and to be eligible for prizes, make sure you write your answers on a piece of paper and send them through to either myself or to Park Royal. Most of all, play fairly, play honestly, and remember to have fun. We've got 3 great categories for you today, starting off with Who Am I? If you notice all the pictures of these celebrities, I believe these are all celebrities that caught coronavirus. Unlike all of us here in quarantine, which is absolutely fine. We're going to have a little bit of a mixed bag here today. The first page is going to be some international Who Am I's. The next is going to be some Aussie Who Am I's. So we'll start with question number 1. I sailed God's will in biblical times and welcomed a flying symbol of peace. Who am I? Question number 2. I compared Calpurnia to a summer's day and shared an occasion with St. George. Who am I? Question number 3. I became the first ever drag supermodel and established a show in my name. Who am I? Question number 4. I am a left-hander known as the King of Clay. Who am I? And question number 5. I am famed for my ominous and distinctive baritone, which I lent to one of film's greatest villains. Who am I? Okay, number 6. Now, these are all Australians, okay? I suffered from hearing impairment in my youth and became Prime Minister at age 56. I was the second longest serving Australian Prime Minister. Who am I? Question number 7. I represented Queensland in 31 State of Origin games and was inducted into the Australian Rugby League Hall of Fame. I'm nicknamed the King. Question number 8. My television career began in Melbourne. I have married Patty McGrath, and I've hosted the Logie Awards on numerous occasions. Question number 9. At age 14, I was charged with assault and robbery of a pig farmer, and I have killed 3 policemen and was an Irish-Australian bushranger. Who am I? And finally, for this round, question number 10. I began my athletic career from a young age and won the 400 metres at the World Championships in Athens. I'm also an ambassador for the Australian Indigenous Education Foundation. Who am I? Going to give you 10 more seconds on this page before we head across to the answers. Okay, we're ready for the answers. Number 1 was Noah. Number 2, the answer was William Shakespeare. Number 3, drag superstar RuPaul. Number 4 was tennis player Rafael Nadal. Number 5 was James Earl Jones. Number 6 was John Howard. Number 7 was rugby league legend Wally Lewis. Number 8 was Bert Newton. Number 9 was Ned Kelly. And number 10 was Australian Olympic sprinter Kathy Freeman. Fantastic. We're going to move on to round number 2. I'll give you a couple of seconds to get your sheet in order before we jump across into question 1. Oh, I forgot to explain how the game's going to work. I'm going to show you a fruit on the right-hand side. Over on the left, you'll have 3 options. You've got to try and identify the fruit. So fruit number 1, is this a grapefruit, a blood orange, or a Valencia orange? A, B, or C? Make sure you write the fruit, not just the letter, because I can't remember if I put the letters in the answers. So write the whole answer. What is that? A grapefruit, a blood orange, a Valencia orange. Food number 2, are we looking at a potato, a lotus root, or ginger? Food number 3, would you describe this as farmer's cheese, feta cheese, or manchego? Manchego? Manchego. No idea how to pronounce that. Feta, farmers, or manchego? Food number 4, are we looking at mint, spinach, or basil? Question number 5. Is that piece of meat a piece of tuna, a piece of salmon, or a piece of pork? Food number 6, are we looking at spring onions, leek, or kohlrabi? Food number 7 now. Are these pomegranates, dragon fruit, or passion fruit? Food number 8 now. Would you call these A, jackfruit, B, lychees, or C, raspberries? Food number 9. Are these rutabaga, sweet potato, or are these the lotus root? And finally, food number 10. Is this an acorn squash, a butternut squash, or a delicata squash? Delicata? A delicata. What sort of squash is that? Definitely a squash. But which one is it? Give you a few more seconds on that final question until we come across to our answers now. Number 1 was a grapefruit. Very well done for those that started strong. Number 2 was ginger. Answer number 3 was feta cheese. Number 4, those leaves, although they didn't look like it, were basil. Used to basil coming in a little jar all ground up. Number 5, that was tuna. Number 6, we were looking at leeks. Number 7 was pomegranates. Number 8, lychees. Number 9 was rutabaga. And number 10 was the classic butternut squash. Hope you've enjoyed this burger here. It's definitely making me feel hungry, even though I've already had a pizza today. For those of you that are watching this live at 10 a.m., I do pre-record these, so this is a few days before, and right now it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so that explains why I've had a pizza. I didn't have breakfast and then I ordered a pizza straight after. Now I feel the need to justify myself as we go into the third and final round. It's an old favourite, Harry Potter. We'll kick straight in with question 1. What is the name of the poltergeist that lives at Hogwarts School? Question number 2. Who created the sorting hat? Question number 3. Which character served as a Quidditch commentator? Question number 4. Where is Azkaban located? And question number 5. What is the name of the train that takes the students to Hogwarts? Question number 6. What platform do the students need to catch the said train from at King's Cross? I apologise for the numbering being off here, but I'll give you the correct numbering. Question number 7. What is the name of the Wizarding newspaper based in London? Question number 8. How many Harry Potter films are there in total? Question number 9. Who was flying with Mad Eye Moody when he died? And finally, question number 10. What is the name of the device that Dumbledore uses when putting out streetlights? Okay, we're going to jump across to the answers now for your final round in today's quiz. Answer number 1 was Peeves. Number 2, the founders of Hogwarts created the sorting hat. Answer number 3 was Lee Jordan. Number 5 was the North Sea. Answer number 6 was the Hogwarts Express, and the students would catch it from platform 9 3/4 at London King Cross Station. The newspaper was called the Daily Prophet. There has been 8 Harry Potter films in total. Answer number 9 was Mundungus Fletcher. And number 10 was the Deluminator. And that wraps up our quiz for today. Thank you so much for playing. To be eligible for prizes, have your answers written down and send them across to either myself or Park Royal. And if you're anywhere else quarantining in the country, hello to you. Thanks so much for joining us. You can tune back in again tomorrow at 10 a.m. for another live release brand new quiz. Or if you've missed any of our other quizzes on previous days, I'm going to have one for every day that you're in quarantine, so you can wake up every morning and have something to look forward to while you're getting through this time. We can get through it together. So thank you so much for playing along at home. Or in quarantine, I mean. If you are playing at home, fantastic as well. But this is really designed for those Aussies that have been made to come back and sit in a hotel for 14 days and We can whinge and moan about it all we like, but there's not an awful lot we can do other than keep our heads up and stay positive. So keep playing, and I'll see you again tomorrow.